In the streets of Akihabara comes a boy who decides to permanently make his mark there. From there, with the touch of his wrist, leaves beautiful, gorgeous girls almost vulnerable to a point where they're naked and leaving nothing but their little to no dignity, or what they ever so they have left. And all of you must be wondering, what is this anime? And from there, you guys, I'll be sure to tell you more about it. What's up guys, I'm Christina and welcome to Average Anime Reviews, where typically you'll see me and Chris do an average anime review every week together, but this time I'm still flying solo. Now before I get started, just so you guys know, there may be spoilers in this review, so please take some precaution. And for this week's anime review, I get to be reviewing Akiba Trip. And what this anime is all about, where a team of heroes are battling out against a group of villains known as the Bug Ones. Now with the Bug Ones, well, they kind of look like cosplay zombified vampires. This has left Akihabara very vulnerable to a point where they feared that they could be next. Now as I said it in the beginning of this intro, this takes place in the streets of Akihabara. And with these heroes, turns out they have like a secret power, a magical power I would say. And once the heroes touch the Bug Ones, it has left the villain gone to a point where, well, basically most of their clothing has come off. And with these heroes, well, they don't really look like your typical superheroes that you would see in the movie screen or in comics. They're actually kind of like otakus. They're average otakus, and they're just battling out because one thing's for sure, one thing that they have that the Bug Ones don't is their powers. All I can tell you guys, there are weekly episodic missions. And even though it's pretty cool and very interesting, I would like to see a little bit more plot. And once the Bug Ones have been defeated, well, it tends to be very sexual. A bit too sexual for my taste. And on to the main characters! And the first main character is Matome. Now even though she's a really good fighter against the evil villains, well, let's just say that, well, to be honest, she kind of brings off this really cool soldier. Basically, well, she's not very kind. She still has that very strong personality. Well, she likes to keep her distance from everyone else. Well, to be honest, she's really more focused on trying to defeat the Bug Ones. And the next main character is Tamotsu. Now with Tamotsu, he just moved into town of Akihabara, and well, he really loves the town for sure. And just like Matome, he also has a very cool superpower. And whenever Tamotsu is not fighting, well, he's a really cool otaku who's really down to earth, and he really loves to get into any opportunities that he can around the streets. Whether it's in video games or concerts or even becoming some kind of really cool hype man, it is just really cool. And the next main character is Niwaka. Now she is this younger sister of Tamotsu. Now she's really cool. She's still in school and she's still also learning the ropes of how to battle the Bug Ones. And in the anime, you always see her like battling out against the Bug Ones, or maybe even just doing her studies or even exploring the streets of Akihabara. And the last main character is Arisa. Now with Arisa, now she turns out that she is half Japanese, half Finnish. And her reason for coming into Japan in Akihabara is because of the diverse culture that Akihabara brings and what it represents. Now even though it's obvious that she has really large assets, it turns out that she's also a really strong fighter too. Now the chemistry between Matome and Tamotsu, well, inside when they're battling with each other against the evil villains, they have a pretty good chemistry. They're very good teammates and there's nothing wrong with that. However, sometimes there's a bit strain outside of the battles living their daily lives, and it's only because Tamotsu takes things a little bit too far for Matome's taste. For example, there will be some days where Tamotsu would take things too far, like trying to able to earn money in a weird way, or trying to becoming some kind of hype man for a really cool idol girl. Now overall, what do I think of the anime? Well, actually, it's not that bad, but I've seen better. As I said in the beginning, well, it tends to be very episodic in terms of their weekly episode missions, but it also tends to be a little bit too sexual for my taste, only because it's how the Bug Ones got defeated and how most of their clothing came off. Now what I love about the anime, I really enjoyed the cool battle scenes and seeing the streets of Akihabara and all these references that this anime brings and what it represents. And all of you must be wondering, what is the score that I would have to give it for this week's anime review? Well, you guys, based on what I've given you, I had to give it like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. And overall, everyone, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Overall, what did you think of this week's anime review? Do you love it? Do you hate it? If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Plus, if you guys want to share your thoughts with me about the anime or even the video game, like I said, please leave the comments down below. I sure love to read your thoughts, everyone. And plus, I love chatting with you. Plus, if you guys want to read more about the synopsis and more about the main characters, I'll be sure to leave the links down below, as well as a written anime review written by me. Plus, if you guys want to see the streets of Akihabara and see what everything all entails in the anime, I'll be sure to leave the link down below. And once again, everyone, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time at the next Average Anime Review. Take care! Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you really enjoyed this week's Average Anime Review, give it a thumbs up. And plus, if you're new to the channel and wants to see more of our stuff every week, well, make sure to subscribe because we do this frequently. Plus, if you want to see our previous works of our Average Anime Review, we'll leave our links down below, as well as our social media accounts in case if you guys want to follow back. Once again, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you next time at the next Average Anime Review. Take care!